What's up everyone, Kobanarani456 here today, presenting you all another news update on Super Smash Bros. 4 for the Nintendo Wii U and 3DS. So today, this is kind of a bit more of a recap, as this info was revealed quite a few days ago, but as you all know, and I've said this multiple times in previous videos that I've uploaded ever since I've come back from my trip, but last week I was out of town, so I could not record or upload or anything like that at all, which was why, I could not report on this info the moment it actually was revealed. But since so many people have asked me what my opinions are about the 3 big characters that were announced for Super Smash Bros. 4, I thought, you know what, let me go and make a video and give my opinions and impressions on what I think about these 3 characters. So first off, I want to go ahead and talk about the first character that was revealed. But I gotta say, Nintendo did a great job with their E3 press conference. It was just amazing. They started off super well, because when they were getting ready to introduce the first character that was going to be shown off at their conference, they had Reggie Fils-Aimé and Satoru Iwata duke it out live. And no, there were no CGI effects at all. This was completely realistic. And we got to see, just them duking it out. It was so awesome. I never did expect that Nintendo would do something like that, during one of their press conferences. And that's what probably the biggest plus about Nintendo not doing their press conferences at the Nokia Theater, because now they can basically do whatever they want. They can do stuff like this, which was really, really awesome and entertaining. And we get to see so many cool things that happen in it. Like, they have like so many close combat, attacks and all that stuff. A lot of Matrix-like moves with Reggie and Iwata. And then probably my favorite part was seeing Iwata do the directly to you taunt at Reggie. That was way too powerful. It's like Nintendo is aware of all the memes they've started on the internet and what fans always kind of like spam, like the memes, like, please understand, directly to you and all that stuff. And Nintendo tries to take advantage of that. And then we got to see Reggie with a death stare, even scarier than Luigi's. It was just crazy. So it was really, really awesome, and I loved how they started that off. But then, after they finished duking it out for a bit, we get to see that the newest addition to Super Smash Bros. 4 is the Mii Fighter. So I really, really wanted the Mii to be a playable character and, a Smash Bros. Game. But I was always a bit skeptical because, okay, if there was a Mii, how are they going to decide what moveset it would have? Would it have like a static moveset to where, they already have predetermined moves? Or would it be, customizable to where you can choose whatever moveset you want? And it seemed like so many people wanted a customizable moveset, but then I just thought about it and I was like, that's going to be extremely broken. Even though they are confirming that there are customizable movesets for, like when you're playing with your friends and whatnot, that still seemed, very, very broken. So I was a bit skeptical about the Mii coming, but Nintendo did a great job making sure that they balanced the characters out and gave variety for the Mii. So the Mii is basically pretty much, I don't know what's the best way to say it, like, I guess the most accessible, but you have more customization with that one, but it's still balanced to where they've already determined what moves the Miis are going to have. So you've got 3 different types of Miis. You've got yourself the fighter Mii, to where you have close combat. Your strong points are fighting up close to an opponent. Then you have the sword Mii, to where you have a weapon and you can use that against your foes. And then you have yourselves basically the gun Mii, to where they have projectiles and they can shoot from long distances. And I gotta say, probably my favorite one is the sword Mii, along with the fighter Mii, and then projectile Mii being my least favorite. But I gotta say, I really am glad that Nintendo did that, to where, they tried to balance it out as much as possible. And then from what I heard, there are still going to be customizable movesets for, each, character, because, you have customizable movesets when you play with your friends online. Not with anyone, but just with your friends. So basically, the Miis have 36 different, let me think, 36, yeah, I'm trying to think, I was trying to think for a second. They have, I think they have 36 different moves that they can use. That's insane. So Mii's definitely have a lot of, customizable movesets, but, still make sure that it's balanced so that it's not completely broken. And I'm definitely going to be playing with myself in Super Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U. I'm kind of a bit bummed out that we're not going to be able to play with the Mii worldwide. But it kind of makes sense now. At first I was kind of mad. I was like, what the heck? Nintendo is like so stupid. But then I realized, you know what? It kind of makes sense because there are a lot of people who do stupid stuff with the Miis, like put, you know, genitalia or whatnot on a Mii face. So I can see why they're like, yeah, we're not going to let this on worldwide. We'll just let you do this with your friends. So now it's understandable. But it is still kind of a bummer that that has to be the case. Freaking pervs on the internet. Alright, but anyway, yeah, so the Mii Fighter, really excited about playing with, you know, myself, and wow, that sounds weird. That sounds wrong. But, you know, really excited about playing with myself, giggity, and, you know, we'll be able to finally play with Miis, which is pretty big. So basically, we can add any character into Smash Bros. 4. It's probably going to take a lot of, you know, editing and all that stuff to add your character in, but that's still really awesome. So for all the people who are like, ooh, I want Goku, or ooh, I want Shrek, me being one of those people who want Shrek, now I can make a Shrek Mii. So, you know, Shrek will be in the next Smash Bros. Alright, so that was the first character that was confirmed for this game. Now we're going to go on to the second character, and that is the goddess from Kid Icarus Uprising, Lady Palutena. And she is now joining the fray. So words cannot describe how excited I am to actually see her as a playable character. I'm really glad that Sakurai is now letting, you know, a lot more female characters actually be playable in Super Smash Bros. I think that's really good that he's trying to do that, and it's great that we're getting to see more characters like this. Characters that that nobody would have guessed to have seen, you know, a while back. So it's really good to see her. And there was a rumor going on, you know, a while back about her being in the game, but since, you know, we don't really see too many Smash Bros. Leaks very often, a lot of people were skeptical, but I guess those pictures were actually real because here we are with Lady Palutena as a playable character. And all I gotta say is, that booty though! Seriously though, they introduced her in basically an anime trailer, as you all can see right here, to where, you know, Pit and Link are duking it out, and Link is going ham, man. I'm gonna say this right now, Link actually got a pretty big buff in Super Smash Bros. 4. I got to see it firsthand at E3 2014 and got to actually play the game a lot. As you all will see soon, I'll have some gameplay footage to show you all. And Link is definitely a lot more powerful. He got a big buff. But anyway, yeah, so we got to see Pit and Link duking it out, and then next thing you know, Link actually knocks out Pit, and he's about to destroy him with his boomerang. But then there's a little bit of divine intervention as Lady Palutena comes down and sets up a reflect from Kid Icarus Uprising, as she blocks Link's projectile, and then she basically sends Pit away and basically says that, you know, she's gonna take care of business. She's gonna put Link in his place. And we got to see, she has a really powerful moveset. She's got basically, I believe they show 12 moves. She's got Heavenly Light, which is a move that has no knockback whatsoever, but it does cause damage. So basically, I guess it's like Fox's, it's basically like Fox's laser, but there's more of, you know, like an area. It covers more area than Fox's laser. And it kind of reminds me of Heavenly Light from Kid Icarus Uprising, the online mode, to where you can basically, you know, activate Heavenly Light and, you know, do some extra damage on an opponent or knock out their health gauge if you need to, but you have it in like a 360-degree radius, so that's really good. And then also there's Explosive Flame, which basically, as it says right there, it's an explosive flame. She also has Warp. She has Rocket Jump, which basically flings her straight up into the air, and if any foe is near her, they're going to be kind of like blasted away since it's a rocket jump. Then she has a Reflect Barrier that basically reflects projectiles that come towards her, basically like, you know, the other characters' reflects and whatnot. She also has Auto Reticle, so I'm guessing that's probably going to be somewhat similar to Sonic's homing attack, to where it's not going to be perfect, you know, perfect homing, but it's going to be pretty decent if the character isn't moving too fast. Then she also has Jump Glide, which seems to be a really good recovery move, and great way to kind of get away from, you know, like different attacks that are going around. So another Kid Icarus Uprising online move there as well. She also has counter, which is basically like any other typical counter from, you know, other characters in the game. And then here's the thing that is basically like sacrilege or blasphemy. She has super speed, and she can go faster than Sonic in this mode. That is wrong in every single way possible. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody like, yeah, you mad, bro. No, that is wrong. You cannot beat the Skadooshinator Sonic. That is just, no, I don't believe it. And she also has Angelic Missile. So that kind of looks like Pikachu's, you know, Skull Bash move, all that stuff. And she also has Celestial Firework. She has Lightweight, which basically, I guess, makes her lightweight. She also has Black Hole, which is a very useful move from, Kid Icarus Uprising. And she has a Mega Laser. And I believe the Black Hole and Mega Laser are her final smash, where basically she locks the opponent in there, and then she releases the Mega Laser on them. So it's supposed to have a really, really good amount of range, kind of like Mega Man's final smash, where it'll suck enemies in if they're close to the big black hole that he shoots out, and then she shoots a Mega Laser. But it's just not 5 Mega Mans like Mega Man's final smash. So I think that's really awesome. But yeah, she has a ton of moves, so I'm assuming that these are her customizable movesets as well. I don't think these are her normal standard moves or her strong attacks or anything like that. I think these are all special moves, and you can decide which one you want. So yeah, Palutena looks really, really powerful. Glad to see another powerful female character added to the Smash Bros. Character roster, and I'm definitely going to be trying her out when the game comes out very soon. And then we also got to see in the trailer that apparently Dark Pit is going to make an appearance. I don't think he's going to be a character, most likely, you know, a color skin for Pit. But what is it? I'm not giving any confirmation or anything like that at all, but I'm assuming that this cutscene that was shown off may actually be shown off in the game's, like, who knows, maybe a story mode, because apparently from what I heard, the cutscene is actually in-game. So, that's just from a Nintendo rep that I know of, but I'm not able to, confirm that or anything like that at all, so who knows. Anyway, yeah, so that was the second character that was confirmed, and now it's time to go to the biggest announcement, which I don't even know why Nintendo didn't have this in their main E3 press conferences. They would have dropped so many bombs, even more bombs than they already did when they did their E3 press conference, because the moment they had Iwata and Reggie fighting, that was when Nintendo won E3 right there, just hands down. Nothing beat them when that moment came. But they could have gone even more ham and announced this character at the E3 press conference. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the biggest video game legends of all time, Pac-Man. And Pac-Man is in Super Smash Bros. 4 hungering for battle. And oh my god, I was so happy that this character was confirmed. Honestly, I'm not that big of a Pac-Man fan. I've played Pac-Man in the past, but I'm not like, you know, someone who follows him religiously or, you know, extremely loved him a ton back then. You know, he has some pretty fun games, but he's such an iconic character that if Nintendo didn't add him, that would have been the biggest missed opportunity ever and would have been one of the biggest letdowns ever in gaming history. But instead, Nintendo created gaming history at E3. And basically, this is the first video game ever to have Mega Man, Sonic, Mario, and last but not least, Pac-Man all in the same game. I had been calling this for so long, Pac-Man, because it just made so much sense. At first, you know, when Sakurai was talking about how, you know, he wasn't going to add that many newcomers or there weren't going to be that many clones, you know, I thought, well, maybe Namco won't add the character into the game, but that's really a big letdown. But then we get to see that Sakurai is showing so many newcomers into the game. And then not only that, we are still getting clones. And it's just like, maybe Sakurai was trolling. So then that's when, you know, I started thinking, you know what, Pac-Man needs to be in this game. If they're going to add this many newcomers, Pac-Man needs to be in here, especially since Sonic, Mega Man, and Mario are in here. All video game legends. And I'm so glad Nintendo did it. Even like a couple of days before, I basically just wanted to go ahead and say it and get it out of my system and put it on Twitter and was just like, I'm calling Pac-Man right now. He's got to be in the game, because if they don't announce him, that's just crazy. We need these 4 legends all in one game. And, you know, I know I'm just rambling on and on about that, but seriously, I'm just so happy that they finally did that. And we now get to see all 4 of these characters in a game. And I love the character design that they used for him. I'm not sure what game it's exactly from, but it's not from the latest like TV show on Disney XD or the latest games like that, to where he looks really, really weird. I don't know what the heck they were doing with Pac-Man's character design, his latest character design. But this one, it just fits so well. It just fits so perfectly. His moveset looks really good. And I gotta say, I'm so happy Nintendo did this as well, because now they basically shut up all the haters of people saying, Pac-Man can't be added, he has no moveset. Well, look at this. Sakurai created a moveset for this character, and it looks amazing. He looks amazing. He looks like a formidable fighter. And, you know, now basically all those people who were like, Pac-Man shouldn't be added, now they have to eat their own words because Pac-Man's in here. And I don't know why some people still hate on Pac-Man being added into the game and say that it's a wasted character slot. Honestly, I'd rather have Pac-Man than any other character from Namco Bandai, whether it be from, you know, like Tekken, or whether it be from, what is it, Tales of Abyss. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's so stupid. Like, all the people are like, oh, they should have had a Tales of Abyss character. I mean, you know, you know, you have the right to have your opinion and all that stuff, but that's really stupid if you think that, you know, those characters deserve a character slot more than Pac-Man, Namco's mascot. That's like, that would be like me complaining that Samba de Amigo or Knights from Knight's Journey of Dreams didn't show up in Smash Bros. Just because I love those characters. I'm not gonna, you know, even though I love those characters and it would be nice to see those characters in Smash Bros., I'm not gonna complain or be like, you know, oh, Sonic's a wasted character slot because he was already in the previous game or something like that, or I don't like Pac-Man. No, you gotta think logically when, you know, characters are announced. Like, you know, they're not going to choose like random characters from a series. They're most likely going to choose a mascot from a different third party. Like, no one, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, they didn't have Sniper Joe and, you know, Smash Bros. 4. Mega Man's a wasted character slot. No. You gotta just think about it for a second. And it makes so much sense that, you know, Pac-Man is in this game. I'm gonna see if I can probably main him, because a lot of his moves look really, really good. He's got a move to where he sends 2 ghosts outward, you know, on his sides. That's probably like his down smash attack. He's got a fire hydrant. He has moves to where he can toss like a pellet and then he'll chase after it in an 8-bit form. I really do like how, you know, Sakurai did that, to where, you know, he has his newer form, and then he also has his 8-bit form. A perfect way to kind of, you know, add like a bit of nostalgia to the game. And that seems to be like one of his recovery moves. And then when he does a dash attack, he also goes into his 8-bit Pac-Man form and starts chomping in front of his way. So I think that's really cool as well. And also he has this other move to where you can see him kind of, you know, like scrolling through different items that pop up in his hand, like different 8-bit, you know, like items. I don't know what exactly that is, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be random and luck-based, kind of like Game & Watch's, you know, like judge move, to where he does a judge, and you never know what you're going to get. You may get a 9 to where it's going to be like a one-hit knockout. You may get an 8 to where it's going to do like, you know, some sort of effect or whatever. I mean, you never know. So I think that's probably what Pac-Man's, you know, like move is going to be like, the one where he like pulls out a rat and all that stuff, like whatever that is. And honestly, I don't know what these are, so don't judge me if, you know, I don't know what they are. I'm not, like I said, I haven't followed Pac-Man like religiously or anything like that, so I don't remember all these characters or anything like that. And his final smash seems to be like, you know, how he is, you know, in the old 8-bit games, to where he just eats anything that's in his way, and he's ginormous. So that's pretty cool as well. I think they did Pac-Man a lot of justice and made him look like a fantastic character. And my gosh, you all are definitely going to see me posting videos of all 4 of those characters playable. Like, it has to be done. It has to be done. History has been made, and it has to be shown. But alright, so that was those were the 3 characters that were announced. And honestly, I have to say I'm most excited for Pac-Man being announced. Then I'm excited for Mii, because, you know, I love Mii. And no, I'm not being narcissistic. And then also Palutena. You know, Palutena, I think she's awesome, but you know, I gotta admit, I am more excited for Mii and Pac-Man over Palutena. But Palutena, you know, she's looking good. She's looking good. That booty though. I'm just messing around. But anyway, yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up for the character analysis right there. Let me know in the comments below what you all think about each character. Which one were you most excited for when they announced the characters? And who do you think you're going to main in this game? Are you going to, who knows, maybe main Pac-Man? Maybe yourself as a Mii? Or another character as a Mii? Or maybe you're going to main Palutena? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps out a ton. And let's see if we can hit 2,000 likes for this video. Can't thank you all enough for all the support. And if you all want to keep on seeing more news updates of this game, make sure, you know, as always, to show a little bit of love. Show a bit of love. Alright. But anyway, yeah, that wraps up for this video. So thanks again for watching. See you all. Have a good day. Peace. Come on, alright.